All right, family. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to everyone in the field. Glad everyone is on the call, just waiting. We got a major topic right now, hot topic today. So let's see about getting this out. We got a major topic today. Hey, who that is? I can't see you just yet. You know, Facebook has a lag on it. Glad you can make it though. But share this out. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go do some. FardMoney. What's going on, Miss Butler? FardMoney. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, FardMoney, and if you're not following us on Instagram, please go and do so you can get notified and be notified when we go live. And make sure you subscribe and follow me, and make sure you hit the bell on this Facebook channel to where you can get notified when we come with these streams. Because as of right now, we got a lot of topic. We got a major topic that we about to get into. So we got this is a hot topic. What's been going on? Well, we should have went over a couple of days ago, but I was just waiting on some facts. I wanted to get all the facts down packed before we unpack this and really got into this. So let's get started. Let me tell you a little bit about me, Brother Supreme X. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm Brother Supreme X, CEO of FardMoney Wealth Dynasty. We was formerly known as Supreme X Currency, but we are moving and we're going in advanced mode now. So we are changing the name because we're about to make this a corporation so we can go live with it and go public with it. If not, you know, who knows? You know, we might. So that's the whole idea. But what we do is we teach the science that business is warfare, and we are independent affiliates into a global e-commerce company called Bars International, where we turn fiat money, fiat currency into physical gold. This is what we do inside of Bar. This is not a Bars topic, but I'm just letting y'all know what organization and what give us the freedom to do what we do and give us the leverage where we can make a certain level of income and acquire real assets and acquire precious metal gold, right, and build wealth at the same time and have something that's called generational wealth. So we do have that, and that's what we do in Bars. So, and I am also a member of the Nation of Islam under the perfect and clear righteous guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So make no mistakes about it. All right. So this topic here, Brian Allen, right? Byron Allen, rather, excuse me, versus Charter Communications and Comcast. Now, what is going on? So this brother, Mr. Allen, he is a well-known entrepreneur, right? He has, let me see what he got. Now, this article, now this is, like I said, this stuff been going around, but I didn't want to make a live stream and talk about it until I got the facts from the Final Call newspaper, right? Till I got the facts from this paper here, right? I didn't want to get into this until I read what that we say inside of the nation and our viewpoint, and then I am going to expound on it as we move forward throughout this broadcast, right? So the title of this is called Economic Justice, Black Progress in the Supreme Court. Now, just to give you a little of his history, this brother, Mr. Allen, he's an entrepreneur, was once known as a comedian, and by having created an estimated $1 billion media entity, he's no joke, and neither is his up-and-coming Supreme Court case challenging the giant Comcast Corporation, and he's challenging Charter Communication. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Maria. Right? Now, this brother here, listen what he did. Listen to the success that this brother has did, right? Now, it was something else going around because you got a lot of black folk saying that they don't want to be on his side because he married a Caucasian lady, right? But due to that, if you want to know more about that, go follow our brother Reza Islam, because he made a powerful video breaking that down. I'm not going to get into that. I didn't know that until I seen brother Reza break that down. But in the midst of this, what is he trying to do? Do we know the power of a media outlet? See, we got to understand that business is warfare, and that when you're dealing with communications and you're dealing with the media, this what pumps in the mind of the people worldwide of their viewpoint of us. But like I said, go follow Brother Reza so you can get more of that breakdown. I'm not going to go too far into that, but we will talk about the significance of this black man, regardless of who he married to, what he is trying to do. He is trying to get ownership. He's trying to get some independent for black people. Now, when he get it, what he do with it, that's that. I don't know. But this what he owns, right? He owns 8 cable networks, 43 syndicate TV series, the Weather Channel, a movie studio, and a movie distribution company. He has made deals with Dish Network, DirecTV, Verizon, FiOS, and AT&T Uverse. Right? Now, this controversy that he got with Charter and Comcast, this started back in 2015, and he won in the Ninth Circuit. He won. He got ruled. The court ruled in his favor in the Ninth Circuit, because he's saying that they blackball him. Assalamu alaikum, brother Elijah. Because he's saying that they blackball him because he's trying to buy some networks that Comcast and Charter Communication got for sale. Now, we don't remember back in April of this year, y'all don't remember that Ice Cube with the Big 3 Corporation was trying to buy some networks from Charter. You know, Ice Cube got that investment group that he with, Ice Cube, LL Cool J, the Serena Sisters. It's some more people. I can't even think of all those. A couple basketball players, right? They are trying to buy some networks. That's what they was trying to do. But Charter shot Ice Cube them down with the money to buy it that they was trying to sell. Why? Because they don't want us to have independency when we dealing with media. Because they control that. And this is mainly controlled by the Zionists. Make no mistake about it. That's who control Hollywood, the hip-hop world, the books, all of this stuff. They control this, right? So they don't want a black man to be able to get control and be independent from what he can put on the network, right? What he can put on the network that can portray black people in a good, righteous light. See, because see, y'all don't know. See, you got to go outside of America to understand that America is still portraying us over here in America. They are still portraying black people over here in America as being gang members, just straight out savages, right? Like it's just super violent to go anywhere. Look at what's going on in Chicago. But Chicago ain't like, you can go to Chicago and nothing will happen to you. Like they don't, you can go to LA, nothing is happening to you. The gang banging thing is not even like that. Chicago is not like, yeah, they got a lot of homicides, but they got a lot of homicides in a lot of other places. But if you go there for just to visit, nothing. I've been to Chicago twice, been on the south side, been on the west side. Nothing happened. We was out there, nothing happened. No shooting, didn't see nothing happening, right? So, but they tell us and they pump all around the world the bad flight of what's going on in the black community. None of the positive stuff. So we don't see none of the positive stuff. So this is something that we got to understand. So this trial or this case that didn't reach the Supreme Court is very significant, right? Because now we're looking at an opportunity for a black man in America to get his own independent networks, right? His media, these are media outlets, so he can portray. And if he get this, if he win, he's suing Comcast for $20 million, and he's suing Charter Communications for $10 million. But if they rule in his favor, he is pretty much going to get the networks too. But now, understand what he's going up because it reached the Supreme Court. Now, what are we sitting back looking at? How we viewing this if the support don't rule in his favor? How are we going to view this? Like, what are we going to think about this? What position of the fence that we're going to be on? That's why I put in there in quotation marks and asked the question: integration or separation? Hey, what's going on, Penny? Glad you can make it. Integration or separation, right? Because they already showed us that integration means nothing. So let's get into the integration part, and then we're going to get to the separation part, and then we're going to get into the Supreme Court. Now, matter of fact, let's talk about the Supreme Court. You got 9 judges on the Supreme Court, right? How many black judges on the Supreme Court? How many black judges you got on the Supreme Court? You got 1. You really ain't got none, because he's an African-American, he's a colored man, he's a Negro, right? He's a Negro. He ain't favoring anything dealing with original people in America. He never voted in our favor. The first black, he the only black man that sit on the Supreme Court. He don't never rule in our favor. So I wouldn't even call him a black man, because that's a whole different identity mindset. So I'm gonna call him an African American. He the only African American that look like us that sit on the Supreme Court. Nobody else, right? So that leaves 8. You got 3 Jewish people, so-called Jewish people, sit on the Supreme Court, right? And then you got 6 Gentiles. I think it was 8, and Trump just put one of them in office. Somebody he wanted, because somebody left the Supreme Court. So when Trump got in office, one of the seats had to be filled, and I think Trump appointed that person to the Supreme Court. Now, this is the highest court in America, the Supreme Court. But you got 9 judges, 1 black man, 3 so-called Jews who are definitely Zionists, pro-Zionists, pro-Israelis, right? They are definitely that. And then you got 6, and then you got that gives 5 Gentiles. So this is what a black man, Byron Allen, is going up against when he's taking this to the Supreme Court. So just because it got into the Supreme Court don't mean that he gonna win. What if he don't win? So we're gonna get into that. So let's talk about integration. Now let's bring up our brother, the great Martin Luther King Jr., who was an integration, he was about integration, right? But before he died, he started to change. They didn't kill the Martin Luther King from 63. They killed a whole totally different man. So let's just quote him on what he say about integration, that you don't see your children, they learn about Martin Luther King in the public school, they ain't hearing this. So let me give it to you in the raw, the Martin Luther King that the government of America killed. All right. But in this case, these civil rights protections go to the heart of what really brings a measure of freedom and power in American society, and that is the right to own something and do business. See, we supposed to have equal justice. If we citizens, either we citizens or we not. So let's see. Let's go further. Now our struggle is for genuine equality, which means economic equality, for we know that it isn't enough to integrate lunch counters. This is Martin Luther King talking now. What does it profit a man to be able to eat at an integrated lunch counter if he doesn't have enough money to buy a hamburger? This is Martin Luther King in 68, right? That y'all don't know about. Your children, I went to public school. They didn't teach this about Martin Luther King. I was like, damn, what was this? He's like a soldier, warrior here. He's like a stand-up guy, right? Don't look like he's trying to be the friend of the enemy, talking like this. Then he goes on further. Asked Dr. Martin Luther King in his March 1968 speech, March 18, 1968 speech in Memphis, Tennessee, as he supported a garbage worker strike. Remember, he supported that strike, the garbage worker, right? Then he goes on further. He don't stop. What does it profit a man to be able to eat at a swinging, a banging integrated restaurant when he doesn't even earn enough money to take his wife out to dine? What does it profit one to have access to the hotels of our cities and the hotels of our highways when we don't earn enough money to take our families on a vacation? He asked. This is Martin Luther King. It's Martin Luther King. Yeah. So they want us to pump and think that they killed the man that was talking about little black babies and little black white children being integrated. That ain't the man that they killed. He woke up out of that nightmare and then they killed him, right? Then he goes on to say even further, what does it profit one to be able to attend an integrated school when he doesn't earn enough money to buy his children school clothes? And it's Martin Luther King. Why are we dealing with this? Because we're dealing with the difference, integration versus separation. So since Martin Luther King was the head of the civil rights integration movement, but when he died, when they murdered him, rather, assassinated him, rather, he was leaning more towards separation, right? This is what we got to understand when we want to quote this man, when we want to say how great he was. And we got this event going on right now. The enemy is not going to give us equal justice, equal rights under the Constitution and under the United States flag. We don't have it. We don't have it. We got to understand they ain't going to never give it to us. Then you got a man like Trump. They done put Trump in the White House. Come on, family. All the presidents was bad, but Trump is just the worst. All of them, well, none of them good for us. Black people, Hispanics, Indians, well, none of them good for us. The indigenous people, the original people, well, none of them good for us. None of the presidents. Not even Obama, who looked like us. Man, I know some of y'all want to hear that. Hey, some of y'all might say, oh, man, bro, you going out there when you talking about that the only black president we had. No, he wasn't a black man in the White House. He was an African-American in the White House. That's two different mindsets, right? Just remember that, right? All right, then now, so that was then he goes on in his final days. Dr. King spoke of the failure of America to make good on its promises and the need to press demands that America make good on all of its promises, especially economic rights and economic justice. See, we're dealing with it right now. See, if the Supreme Court rule in favor for Mr. Allen, then it will look like they trying to give us some type of equal justice, economic justice, right? But what if they don't? Remember what I said he going up against? He going up against 5 Gentiles, 1 Negro judge, and 3 Zionists. Come on, family. Come on. We got to understand. We got to get on board with this. It's about separation. We need our own. So we got to come together. We got to pull the resources. We got to do what we got to do to build our own infrastructure. We got the internet. We got the internet. We can build what we want to build from the internet. We can have our own platform, right? We can make our own, not YouTube channel, but we can make a media outlet like YouTube, a media outlet like Facebook, a media outlet like Instagram. We can come together and do it, but all we got to do is come together and do it. But however, our celebrities, Assalamu alaikum, bro, Leon, our celebrities is never gonna finance our freedom. So we can't look to them. right? It got to be the ones who are down in the mud, the ones who are in the streets, the ones who are mingling and bumping shoulder with the brothers in the hood. It got to be the ones who ain't afraid to go through the neighborhood, go into the project and talk to the youth. We got to come together, regardless if you Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelite, Christian, Crip, Blood, GD, Vice Lord, Black Peace Stone Ranger, Latin King. It don't matter, right? We got to do what we got to do and fund this. We got to build it up because the opportunity that we can take, we can get. The brother got major connections to the media outlet. He probably can show us how to get something like a YouTube platform up that we create. Something like a Facebook. He know about it. He already owned 8 cable networks, 43 syndicate TV networks. He owned the Weather Channel. He owned a movie studio in a movie distribution company. This is what this man owned, and this is what he up against. So if we could come together, if we could have the finances, not to just take him an idea, but say, hey, look, bro, we don't need no money from you. We just need your plugs. We just need your connection. We just need your intelligence about this media platform that obviously you know about more than us. But we got the ideas and we got the capital to fund this, right? But we want media outlets ran by black folks that is unbarred, uncensored. And we're going to portray black people in a highlight. In a highlight. This is what we're going to see. The white man portrays us as he demeans us. He downgrades us. He shames us. He only shows the black side of us. It's okay to call black women bees. It's okay to call black men niggers, dogs, thugs. That's okay. I can make stream saying that all day. But the minute I talk about you separating from the dollar, business and warfare, now they're kicking me out of groups. You know what I'm saying? The minute we talk about show you how to not pay so much as taxes, how to start home-based businesses so you can get on the right side of the tax bracket, they flagging us. They flagging us. They kicking us out of group. They banned the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for social media, Instagram, and Twitter, right? So we got to understand why they doing this. See, we need our own. We ain't got to beg them to try to get the minister back on Facebook. No, that's they platform. They make the rules. They make the rules and they break the rules, right? Very unjust people, right? But now let's go on, right? It is telling that one of the changes, the charges, Mr. Allen, listen at this now. This is critical. This is critical right here. Now we're going to get to the critical part of this. It is telling that one of the charges Mr. Allen has launched against his legal opponents is their alleged declaration that they would never create another black billionaire like Robert Johnson. You don't know who that is? That's the founder of BET. They said they'll never create another billionaire like that, right? That's dealing with media. See, I know y'all saying, well, Oprah Winfrey black, but she don't own her own stuff. And she ain't never been a stand-up black person, right? No, y'all saying, well, Jay-Z a billionaire. All right, but when Jay-Z ain't creating no platform, when he ain't even thinking about that. He ain't trying to get up and unite with the likes of Master P and Tyler Perry. They ain't doing that. They all doing their own thing. Master P the only one talking about all the black celebrities come together and do something together. Open start with our own basketball league, football league, networks, record labels, distribution company. Master P the only one talking like that. But when you seen Jay-Z saying, I'm gonna go down here and meet with Master P and we're gonna put our ideas on the table, you ain't seen that. You ain't seen that. For whatever reason, he might don't like him. Jay-Z just ain't with that. Jay-Z got friendship in the Jewish community. That's why he has risen so high in their world. Man, yeah, this is true, man. He got friendship in the Jewish community. That's how he got up there. Master P talking about separation, talking about independence. Jay-Z ain't talking about that. Man, y'all tripping, man. Jay-Z sitting at that table, he ain't trying to give up his seat at that white man table, man. Don't get it twisted, man. Love hold. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted, though. He ain't just up there like that. Now, don't fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Because they done donated a little money here, donate a little money there, said this. They don't get it twisted. Right? All right. Now, we got to understand, Robert Johnson, who, by the way, supported the 1995 Million Man March conveyed by Minister Farrakhan, which displayed the incredible power and potential of unified black men. Now, if you don't know, the Million Man March was the biggest gathering ever in the history of our sojourn in America. That was peaceful, and it was all black men, almost 2 million. Yes, and we met on the mall in Washington, D.C. on a Monday, October the 16th, 1995, and we declared that, the minister declared that with us, the Nation of Islam, that is a holiday inside the Nation of Islam. Yeah. See, when you independent and you free thinking, see, you just make up stuff. You just take stuff. You don't ask nobody. Man, call the Million Man March on a Monday. We ain't asking you nothing. You had the Negro leaders saying, man, we don't never do no march on a Monday, do it on a Saturday, and folk got to go to work. The government got to be, oh man, Clinton shut the government down. Yeah, Bill Clinton was the president. He shut it down. He found a way to get up out of D.C. Man, come on, man. We talking about independence. We talking about separation. When you're an independent, free-thinking person, you don't ask nobody for nothing. Just move and you take it, because freedom and equal justice ain't gonna never be given. If it can be given to you, then you don't have it. All right? Now let's go on, because see, now we want to get to the meat of this. See, family, for us to be independent, we need the capital. We need money. We know that the dollar is a dying currency, but as long as they print it and they accept it, we need that, right? But can we find a system, or can we find some type of leverage where we can get the capital up to buy up the black community, fix it up, clean it up? Can we establish our own media platforms? Where can we get this capital? The celebrities ain't gonna do it, because they tied to the Jews, to the Jewish people. They not finna do that, right? They don't want to lose their friendship. They'll make a little quote here. They might come back, donate a little something on the side, but they ain't finna really sit at the table with us. Not yet. They might come later, but not yet. And we dealing with major people. Look at what we're dealing with. Russell Simmons, look at the money they got. Puffy, Master P, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan. Look at the money these folks got. Just look at the money these folks got. This man here, Mr. Allen. Look at the money these folks got. And y'all don't remember, Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. Then next thing you know, he get locked up on some trumped up charges that he's supposed to call. They're supposed to have way back in the 70s. I ain't saying he right for doing. I don't know what happened. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't on no side of the fence of that. I wasn't on the jury, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear the whole. I don't care, right? But what I'm saying is, why when he tried to buy a major media network, next thing you know, he got some charges and women coming back telling me he did it to them in '79. Then they lock him up. But you got allegations coming up on Trump. Trump ain't went to prison yet. Trump ain't been indicted on none of it. How many people didn't say Trump did him like this? How many white women said Trump did this and did that to them? He about 20 something. and he ain't got a charge yet. Come on, fam. You got to understand that America is ran on the theme and on the structure construct of white supremacy, white privilege. Don't get it twisted, man. We got to understand and notice what it is. So we need the capital, just the average people. See, we need to come up. So that's why y'all need to partner with us. That's why y'all need to come and get more information and learn what we're doing as independent affiliates under the wealth builders and under FardMoney Incorporation. You need to get down with this type of, because we are generating this type of capital. Why? Because everything we doing, we are getting the real money, the assets. Then we got something called cryptocurrency backed by the gold. So we're going to have this capital in just a short period of time. And we can get it quicker if y'all will come in and join and unite with us and bring us your dollars and let us move it into the gold and into the gold-backed cryptocurrency, right? Then we will have it. Then we could have this quicker. But nevertheless, you don't have to. You don't have to. We're going to get it anyway. We're going to get it out the crypto. We're going to get it out the gold. We're going to leverage this. And we're going to take our rightful place, and we are going to let the world know that we are independent people, that we got independent thinkers. We got creative thoughts. So this is what we're going to do, right? So let me just go in and what the article say about money. Because see, a lot of y'all think, well, money ain't everything. We need capital. We can't do nothing. All this black, that is cool. But where's the extra capital is going to come from? Well, where's the extra capital? Where's the extra capital going to come from where we can buy up these buildings, buy up the community, buy up these networks, or just establish our own networks? We need capital. We need to free people from the job. We need to free them. So we need the capital. So listen what the article says about money. Money provides the ability to take advantage of opportunities that the government should rightfully provide under the Constitution. Money influences politics, which impacts policies, and whether policies advance or hurt black interests. Now let's get into that. The reason why we don't never get nothing from the Democrat Party or the Republican Party, because we don't never fund none of these people campaign, whether they the mayor, the government, the governors, or the presidents. We don't fund none of their campaign. See, when you fund their campaign, you got economic, political power now. Why? Because I funded your campaign, Negro. I funded your campaign, white man. You owe us. You obligated to put this policy that'll affect us, that we can benefit from, on the table to Congress. You obligated now, but if we just go vote, we ain't obligated for that. They just gotta vote. You ain't funding nothing. They're gonna always lean and push the agenda of people who fund their campaigns. We gotta understand the politics. That's why they call politics, because the average politician, is a damn prostitute. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, he's a damn prostitute. So that's what we gotta understand. But we not moving like this. This is what we saying. That's why we keep beating y'all up. Hey, look, come get down with us in carrot bars. We're gonna produce the capital that we need to be independent. We're gonna produce it. We already producing it, but we can do it faster if y'all will come in and unite with us and lock arms with us, and we can get the capital that we need. So all them business ideas that you got in your mind, but you can't find the time out of finances to get it, come holler at us. We got it. We got it. All right. So, all right. Let's go. Let's further on go. Money allows for the building of independent black institutions. See, that's just what we're screaming to y'all, man. Oh, man. We can't get the capital that we need to start these black institutions working no job. I'm not telling you to quit. We're not telling you to quit your job, but let your job finance your freedom. Because once you can get independent wealth, then we can leverage some money. Think about it. If the average one of us was making $1 million a year in cash flow, $1 million a year in cash flow. Now just imagine this now. Listen at this. How easy would it be for us to come sit at a table and everybody put in 100 grand or 10 grand? Just 10 grand. How much would that be? How much would that be? If 100 of us put in 10 grand, what would that be? That would be $1 million in capital that we can go and buy up stuff and build our own institutions. If everybody put in 100 grand, 100, that'd be what? 10 million. Is that right? Let me pull out the calculator and make sure I'm right. I'm a math, right? So let me make sure I'm right before. All right. 100 grand times 100 people. 10 million. Yeah, I was right. 10 million, right? So come on, family. With this type of, then you can have more people making more than $1 million, because this is very possible. Just everybody was making 100 grand a year, cash flow, without going to work. Right? Networking. Cash flow, without going to work, networking. That means you got your time. I would rather make $100,000 a year at home, off my phone, off a laptop, and never go to work, never leave my home, do what I want to do when I want to do it, than to make $1 million a year getting up, going to work somewhere. Big difference. But you got to understand that. I know y'all saying that, man, that's a small no, it ain't. Why? Because I'm seeing you making $1 million on somebody's job, you ain't free. You can't make the meetings, you can't do this, you can't go with your children, you still got to ask somebody, can you get off? So I would take the 100 grand a year and sit at home and leave my home when I feel like, just like today, when I went out and got some coffee early this morning. But here it is, almost 4 o'clock, Central Florida. And I'm sitting here talking to y'all on a live stream. But hey, getting paid. Listen, and I got money. See, we don't trip about it. We don't trip about it because we got money working for us because we have assets. Not only do we have the ultimate asset, which is gold, but we have cryptocurrency that is assets on steroids. Believe that, right? Come on, family. So this is what we're trying to tell y'all. All right. So now, money allows for the building of independent black institutions. Money allows for the funding of black ideas. See, this was just what I'm talking about. That's why you got to get the Final Call newspaper. You got to get this. You got to get this. You got to get the Final Call newspaper every week. You need to get it, right? The information that's contained in here. And like I said, if you're not following us on YouTube, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell so you can get notified when we upload videos over there, and we're going to start going live over there. And follow us on Instagram, on IG. FardMoney. FardMoney on YouTube, FardMoney on Instagram, right? And click the notification on this page so you can get notified. We going, because listen, fam, we got to get this out. So I'm tying this all in, because what this man is facing, what he's facing now, this is serious. It ain't just about him. If he were to somehow win this case, that's going to be great for us. It's going to be great for us. Now, what he going to do with the platform if he get it and be fully independent, hey, we'll have to wait and see. But we got something for him if he don't do right. We got something for him. Don't worry about that. All right? So check it out. Money combined with wisdom and commitment to black advancement becomes a powerful weapon. See, the reason why we haven't got equal rights under this law, why we haven't really got the justice that we deserve, is because we haven't been able, wise black men that are black men in the mind, in and heart, that ain't gonna bow down regardless of nothing, right? That ain't gonna bow down regardless of nothing, right? They can't get the type of money out of support from the wealthy black people that they should get, that they can be able to fund and come up with some of these ideas when we can challenge white supremacy, right? It just ain't happening. You know, they get undercut, they get hated on. Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, he about the wisest black man among us right now, and the freest black man among us right now. But how many celebrities y'all see and saying, hey, look, man, here go $1 million, here go $10 million. What, fund your idea. Open up a bunch of MUIs. Open up a bunch of these independent schools. Yeah, y'all don't see that, right? If they slide the minister some money, they might slide $5 grand, 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? He running a nation. He running a nation, right? But he think about all black people in general when he go and do negotiating with other countries and all of this, other rulers and all of this, right? But how many celebrities you know, they got all this money, they call the mills and say, hey, man, look, we got $10 million right now. We trying to just donate to you to help you get a lot of those MUIs off the ground, pay your teachers significantly, and open up more institutions round about. We trying to bag your idea with our capital. They don't do that. So what the minister had to do, he had to do what he doing pretty much off of the ones who come into the nation and get an X, the believers, right? Because he has been so villainized from white media, controlled media. The majority of some of us don't like the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. We don't even know why. You ask, man, man, he a racist. Okay, if you saying that, what proof did you got that he a racist? And he a black man just like you, why would you care? Why would you care if he was a racist? If that was true, why would you care and he's black? He ain't running around killing folks. Ain't nobody in the nation never killed a black man. Right? Ain't nobody in the nation never killed a black man. I mean, killed a white person, black person, anything like that, right? Oh, well, he had something to do with Malcolm X getting killed. Why the government ain't indicted him then and they hate him so much? Ain't no statute of limitation on murder. So you think if the government had any inside evidence that the minister had anything to do with that, they'd have been locked him up. They haven't even indicted him. They haven't even mentioned him in none of their dossiers about the investigation of Malcolm X. The minister is not mentioned one time. You don't believe me? Go to the freedom of go to the FBI website and pull it up. Yeah, they'll tell you this. But they pumping out youngsters' head. The nation has something to do with Malcolm getting killed. Don't follow them. The nation hate gays. The nation hate Jews. They hate white folk. They racist. But if you're a real black man, why would you care if they didn't like white? If we didn't like white folk, why would you care? You shouldn't like them. Is we justified in not liking white folk? Come on, man. We've been in America, man. Been getting mishandled for almost 500 years by white folks. Now, we know all white folks ain't like that, but we talking about the majority of them, the ones who make policies, the ones who run Comcast, the ones who run Charter, the ones who run NBC, Fox. We ain't talking about the average working white folk. They don't run nothing. They don't control nothing. Think about them. It wouldn't matter if they was racist. Who cares? Not talking about them. So these are the different factors that we have to understand. But anyway, the minister has produced some soldiers, has produced some sons, has produced some children that is taking the motto, business is warfare, seriously. So you ain't got to support him. We gonna get the capital up. There's a group of us right here, right now, through America. It's a handful of us inside the nation. We're gonna get the capital up, and we're gonna do all of this to start these black institutions. So you